Hi, this is Sri from TechieTalksAI. This is the second video where we do unique experiments to make Arduino Uno Q extremely simple to use. I've seen several videos, and most of those videos talk about how difficult it is to create an app and edit, etc. So we will see how easily we can create applications and run it and edit it using our favorite editors. So stay tuned till the end. Here I have the Arduino Uno Q, which is connected to a power bank. So there is no other wire connection. It's not connected to my computer's USB port. This is now connected via Wi-Fi. Here we have the App Lab. And when your Arduino Uno Q has been configured and connected to the Wi-Fi network, and when you start your App Lab on your laptop, you will see this network connection. Normally, when you connect it directly to the laptop's USB, you will see the USB connection. This is the name of my Arduino Uno Q board. So this board, during configuration, I called it Q1. Okay, so when you click on this, it'll ask you for the password. And this password also we get to enter when we install the Arduino Uno Q board. Okay, so here we have the apps, and there is one app that is running, this one, test app. I will stop it. So that blink LED should stop. Okay, it is stopped. So now what I'm going to show is I'm going to create a new app using App Lab and upload it to the board. And I will then do the same thing in command line, and I will show you how you can edit the code using your desktop editor. You will not find such a demonstration anywhere. So let's see how that is done. First is a simple demonstration of creating a new app. So click on Create New App. We will call it App 1. Okay, so it has created a README and some files. There is a Python folder with main.py. It just sleeps for 10 seconds and it prints hello world. Okay, and then we have the sketch.ino in the sketch folder, and that does nothing. So let's run and see the console, what happens. Before we run, let me show you. I am logging into my Arduino Uno Q board via SSH from my desktop. Okay, so here, CD Arduino apps. If you see, you will see the newly created app1 folder. And if you look at the files there, you will notice that there is an app.yaml, Python main.py we just saw, and there is a sketch.ino and sketch.yaml. So these files are important. What we will do is we will first run it. Before we run, let me show you that there are no containers running. This is the computer side, that is a Debian computer side of the Arduino board. So this board has got a microprocessor computer side and a microcontroller Arduino side. Both are sitting side by side with no direct connection. So now this screen that you see here is talking to the computer side or microprocessor side, which is Debian Linux. Clear? So now there are no containers running. When I run this newly created app, you will notice that a container gets created to run the app. Docker PS lists the running containers. Okay, see here, 3 seconds ago, a container got started, which is a Python container which can execute Python scripts. And if you look at the console, you will notice that the hello world gets printed. This hello world is printed from the Python. If you look at the editor in the Python main.py, see here we are printing hello world when the script started. If you want to edit it, see every 2 seconds, if you print hello world, we will stop it. And save this. See here. Okay, so I have edited so that it should print hello world in a loop. Let's see. So this app has nothing to do with the Arduino side. This just executing the Python code. See, hello world gets printed every 2 seconds. So we can edit these scripts when you create a new app. But this editor is limited. So instead of using such a limited editor that is there provided by App Lab, we can connect this using VS Code. Okay, that is what we will see. So here I have the Arduino apps folder. This VS Code is connected via SSH to the Arduino Q board. So the files that you see here are inside Arduino Q, and the app1 folder has the newly created app and the Python. So here we will print hello world from VS Code. Okay, and we can save it. Now this time we will use App Lab itself to stop and restart. But next time we will see how we can do that via command line. Okay. See here, hello world from VS Code. So this was done using VS Code without using App Lab. Clear? Now, how do we run this from command line? We can start the terminal. So here we have the terminal, and if you type, you will see the files in the Arduino Uno Q, and we can type cd Arduino apps. There you will see the app1. So here we can execute the command, that is Arduino app CLI. Okay, that is the command line utility, Arduino app CLI. Easy to remember. And then we are, next parameter is app, and then we execute stop and the name of the app. Okay, so see here, within VS Code, you can edit your app, and you can also start and stop the app. And the fantastic thing is, you can even compile the Arduino code and publish it to the Arduino Uno Q board. So that is what we will see now. And we will also create a new app via command line. So here, what we will do is app new, okay, we will call it app2. Okay, it's saying app created successfully, and you will see the app2 folder here. See app2 folder, and it will have the files tree app2. You will notice that it has the app YAML, then Python, main.py, and sketch.ino and sketch.yaml. Clear? Now, if you look at my app, you will notice that the app2 has come. And if you click on it, the README comes, app2 description 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Preview, description 1, 2, 3, we can edit. Okay. So this is about the app. That is what gets listed here. And we can run this newly created app via App Lab, but instead we will run it from command line. So start app2. We created a new app via command line and we are starting. See here, it is compiling and uploading to the Arduino side of the board, and Python gets executed on the Debian side of the board using Docker container, for which there is no compilation needed. Okay, so app started successfully, and if you see the hello world. Now what we'll do is, we will, using VS Code, we will convert this into a blinking app, blink LED app. So we will copy an existing blink LED code and put it in our app2 Python. Okay, so app2 Python has been copied, and then from the sketch, we will copy sketch.ino and put it in our app2 sketch.ino. I'm doing this to show you one thing that we need to address. Okay, so this is the blink LED where the Arduino side sketch is using the bridge, begin, bridge, provide, and then the RPC function which gets called from the Python side. And then the Python side, we are importing the needed bridge libraries here in this line, and then here bridge.call, and we call the remote procedure set underscore LED state, which is there in the Arduino side of the board with the value LED state. Okay, this is now going to blink in 0.5 seconds. Okay, currently you can see that there is no blinking happening. So how do we run it? First we'll stop it. See here, it has stopped. So now we'll start it. So it is compiling our blink LED code, which has been completely created outside App Lab using command line. But see here, it is giving error. This msgpack.h not found. So if you look at the VS Code, sketch.yaml has no dependencies. So what we need to do to ensure that this works is, you need to provide the libraries needed for our sketch to work. So this is our sketch.yaml, and here, okay, so these libraries are needed. Arduino router bridge into up to MSG pack for it to work. So you will save it. So sketch.yaml will need. That was not the case when we were coding Arduino, plain Arduino Uno Q, right? Start the application. See, all the libraries has been added, because remember in Arduino IDE, we had to include the libraries that we were using. This sketch.yaml is doing something similar. Now if you watch this LED will start blinking. See, LED is blinking. That is every 0.5 seconds. To confirm that it is happening from here, let's change this to 2 seconds and stop it. Start it. So while this is happening, a quick summary of what we have seen. We saw how we can compile and upload sketches to a completely unconnected Arduino Uno Q via Wi-Fi. And this is possible using the App Lab interface. But this is also possible using our desktop editor, using VS Code, and creation of a new app can also be done within the terminal of VS Code. See here. So here, VS Code is connected to SSH. And how do we connect that? Command Shift P. In VS Code, if you type, you will see remote SSH, add a new SSH host. That is where you need to add this. Clear? Give your valuable comments, and if you're also finding something interesting like this around Arduino Q, which is a very new board, and this board is going to be incredibly popular in spite of all its initial teething troubles. We will also see how we can install ROS2 into it and create an autonomous robotic car in coming episodes. We are just starting step by step with simple experiments. So thank you for your time. See you in another video like this tomorrow. Bye-bye. This summer, don't let screens win. Let your child design in 3D, print their creations, and build a real obstacle-avoiding robotic car. Join online or at our Trivandrum Maker Lab. Summer starts April 6th. Book your seat now.